Welcome to the Blockchain Report. We discuss all things blockchain technology, crypto assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today is your weekly crypto wrap up, or weekly news wrap up, and we'll jump right into it. Market cap right around a trillion. We dropped a little bit. We got Bitcoin dominance 37.5. ETH dominance dropped. Gas is super low. We got the ETH merge happened today. Big news, big news. We'll check out what's going on in the markets. Let's see. We left you last week. I believe that was I don't remember exactly what day. I think it was the 8th or so. And look, we popped up. A nice little bounce. Didn't quite get to this downtrend, but then we got the Fed, or not the Fed, the CPI data last week coming in not as good as expected, so we got a nice drop, and here we are holding steady. Let's see, we'll not sure what's gonna happen. We got the Fed meeting next week, early next week, so we'll monitor it until then. I don't know if I would take any position. I don't know. I'm staying in certain positions just because I have a plan for those positions. But if you are just flying blindly, you you might want to sit out next week, wait for the dust to settle. Ethereum, see how it's doing after the merge. Yeah, not everything's kind of down. Dollar. Oh, there goes my food. Dollar looking pretty good, although yeah, looking to keep this momentum going. So we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin not looking the greatest, but we could get a pop up. So got one more day till the weekend. The traditional markets close, and Bitcoin's usually dead on the weekends, but there's always some interesting moves. But we'll jump right into the news. A lot going on. Law enforcement recovers $30 million from Ronin bridge hack with help of Chainalysis. Chainalysis crypto incident response team helped law enforcement trace stolen funds to cash out points and for their subsequent freeze. On Thursday, blockchain forensics firm Chainalysis said that law enforcement had recovered $30 million in crypto stolen from the $625 million Ronin bridge hack in March. According to Chainalysis, the Lazarus Group, the North Korea linked entity behind the attacks, first used sophisticated money laundering techniques such as sending stolen ether to crypto mixer Tornado Cash, swapping it for Bitcoin, sending the Bitcoin to Tornado Cash, and then cashing out at exchanges. However, the group recently moved away from such techniques after the U.S. Department of Treasury imposed sanctions on Tornado Cash wallet addresses. They explained that in response, the Lazarus Group hackers switched to, perhaps ironically, laundering the stolen crypto via cross-chain bridges on legitimate DEXs, decentralized finance platforms. And with the Chainalysis tools, these cross-chain funds movements are easily traced. So a lot of these, they say crypto's completely anonymous, and not necessarily. You may not know who the wallet is owned by or the address is owned by, but you can find out where the money's going. And even with Tornado Cash, there's ways, from what I hear, there's ways of really tracing and tracking. And you can see on the back end where these transactions go. It just takes more time to dig through all the crossing and stuff and changing of hands, so to speak, that Tornado Cash does. So the firm pointed out one transaction where hacked funds were bridged to BNB chain from Ethereum, then swapped for Tron stablecoin USDD, and then finally bridged to the BitTorrent blockchain. The Lazarus Group first exploited 5 of the 9 private keys held by transaction validators for Ronin Network's cross-chain bridge. After gaining majority consensus, they approved 2 transactions for transferring 173,600 ETH and 25 million USDC from Ronin Bridge, draining it of assets. Since then, Binance has managed to recover 5.8 million in funds related to the exploit. Just 4 months later, Ronin developers announced the cross-chain bridge was back after 3 audits. Sky Mavis, developer of Ronin, raised over 150 million in a round backed by Binance to rebuild the protocol. If you get funds hacked, you can most of the time you can find it. I mean, if the authorities dig. This doesn't mean that something like Tornado Cash is bad, but it's just a tool that people use, like paying people under the table with cash. You don't have to pay your taxes on those, so why is that any different? And people use it for nefarious purposes, but there's always going to be nefarious acts within anything, so you can't just say that that's the only reason why. So you gotta have the good and the bad, man. It's a double-edged sword. So the yin and the yang. Former Meta execs raised $300 million to accelerate adoption of SUI blockchain, or SU blockchain. Investors include FTX Ventures, Coinbase Ventures, Jump Crypto, A16Z, Circle Ventures, among others. So Miston Labs, the company behind the yet-to-launch Layer 1 blockchain SUI, has raised $300 million aimed at building core infrastructure and accelerating the adoption of its SUI blockchain ecosystem. The company was founded by former executives of social media giant Meta in 2021, said in a Thursday announcement that it landed $300 million in Series B funding round led by crypto exchange venture arm FTX Ventures. Other Series B investors included Coinbase Ventures, all these that I mentioned. The beginning of this article, in addition to equity, investors will be receiving warrants for native tokens to be traded on future blockchain. The Miston is the creator of SUI blockchain, a proof-of-stake Layer 1 blockchain that uses a feature called transaction parallelization. Transaction parallelization to achieve high throughput, low latency transactions and low transaction fees, which may give existing blockchains such as Ethereum and Solana a run for its money. The co-founder and CEO Evan Chang said the new funding will be used to build its technology to the company's hiring efforts and expansion to the Asia-Pacific region. Funding will also enable Miston to continue to scale SUI, and we are grateful for the support from blue-chip investors and strategic partners who are aligned in our mission. And said Chang suggested the Web3 infrastructure is in the dial-up era, noting it's slow, expensive, capacity-constrained, insecure, and simply hard to build for. So I would kind of be skeptical of this. I'm sure it's probably going to be big, and look at Solana. Say this is reminding me of Solana. You have these big backers, big VCs, big investment heads that are going to pump money into this, and it's going to go. It's going to blast off. Solana went crazy. Where's Solana at? Here we go. Go to the daily. If you want to see, I remember hearing about Solana back here in like the $20 to $30 range, and yeah, it just, I mean, look, just in the next 6 months, it was just, is that 10x? Yep. Not even 6 months. So, yeah, that's what happens when there's VC money pumped into something, and it might not have the greatest technology, but money will move things no matter what. So just keep an eye on this, and we'll keep you updated. Japanese government issues NFTs to reward local authorities' work. A total of 7 major mayors received the NFT awards for various initiatives they undertook to ease the lives of the public in their respective regions. The Japanese government has become one of the first to issue non-fungible tokens as a form of supplementary rewards to recognize the work of local authorities who have excelled at using digital technology to solve local challenges. The rewards are handed out by Cabinet Secretariat and government agency that is headed by the nation's chief cabinet secretary, Hirokazu Matsuno. During the summer Digi Denkoshin 2022 ceremony. The event was also attended by the country's Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida, reported CoinPost. The 7 mayors received recognition for their city's ideas centered on the digital economy. Among them was the mayor of Sakata, whose administration suggested using electric vehicles for local deliveries. An NFT prize was also given to Maebashi in the Gunma prefecture for their idea for a platform that uses cameras on mobile devices to track changes in traffic conditions in real time. So the ETH-based proof of attendance NFTs were issued through Hazama Base, the same platform previously used to distribute NFTs at an event held by Liberal Democratic Party Youth Bureau. The assets are non-transferable and therefore cannot be sold on the secondary market. I'm not sure why they would get NFTs that they couldn't really sell, or the purpose of these are. It's a cool idea. Just not sure. Well, let me rephrase that. It's a great first step. It's a great first step. Let's just say that. But I wonder how these will be used around the world in ways instead of maybe bonuses or whatever, they'll give you an NFT for something or for an experience. That would be cool. That'd be cool. Norwegian central bank uses Ethereum to build national digital currency. The prototype infrastructure for Norway's central bank digital currency is based on Ethereum. Now, the Central Bank of Norway has hit a major milestone in digital currency efforts, releasing the open source code for the country's CBDC sandbox. Available on GitHub, the sandbox is designed to offer an interface for interacting with the test network, enabling functions like minting, burning, and transferring ERC20 tokens. Norges Bank's official CBDC partner, Nami, said in the blog post. Nami stressed that the current version of the code does not support the major Ethereum wallet MetaMask by design and is only privately accessed by users with appropriate credentials. In addition to deploying the appropriate smart contracts and accessing controls, the Norges Bank sandbox includes a custom front end and network monitoring tools like Block Scout and Grafana. The front end also shows a filterable summary of transactions on the network, Nami noted. So this is pretty cool. So they are working on a CBDC. Here's a little graphic of countries doing research and ones that are proof of concept, the pilots, and have actually launched. I don't think there's only one that's been launched. But it's coming. It's coming. Just have to learn to live with the necessary evil. But once they start rolling out, we'll have a better idea of what we're dealing with. Fidelity. Some centralized finance news. Fidelity will shift retail customers into crypto soon, Galaxy CEO says. While Fidelity hasn't yet confirmed rumors it will launch retail Bitcoin trading, the firm said enabling broader access to digital assets remained a key area of focus. Now, JP Morgan is already offering their clients stuff. I forget who else, but there's a lot of these big investment companies that are allowing their high-profile clients to have access to crypto. I'm not going to dive too much into this, but keep it short. It's happening. They're starting to more and more. The bear market's where all the the movement happens, the partnerships, the building, the experimenting. There's so much that goes unnoticed in the bear market. But this is another good step. U.S. Treasury clarifies publishing Tornado Cash's code does not violate sanctions. Residents would not be violating sanctions by visiting Tornado Cash's website, copying the mixer's open source code, nor making the code available online or in print. So the U.S. Department of Treasury said interacting with cryptocurrency mixer Tornado Cash's open source code with certain provisions would not be in violation of sanctions imposed by the Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC. In the guidance posted to its frequently asked questions page on Tuesday, the Treasury Department clarified some concerns previously voiced by many U.S.-based crypto users regarding the controversial mixer Tornado Cash. According to the government department, U.S. residents would not be violating sanctions by copying the mixer's code, nor making it available online, or publishing it through another medium. Now, Treasury specified that users could generally interact with the Tornado Cash code, provided it didn't involve a prohibited transaction. Those who initiated transactions using the mixer prior to sanctions being imposed can apply for an OFAC license to complete the transaction or to make the withdrawal. So here's a list of Tornado Cash resources that were banned. Yeah. Others have made an attempt to use the U.S. legal system to push back against the Treasury Department's actions. On September 8th, Coinbase announced it would be supporting a lawsuit brought by Tornado Cash users against the Treasury Department, alleging it illegally sanctioned the crypto mixer smart contract address. There's a lot with that, but it shouldn't be legal. Sure, there's gonna be illegal shit that you can do on there, but shouldn't just shut the whole thing down because of some bad people. It's really because you can kind of avoid certain things with the government or the Fed and paying certain things, taxes, and really don't want these people with their greedy little fucking hands in your money, in your investments, saying you're gonna have to pay taxes on unrealized gains. Like, what the fuck is that? It makes no sense. But yeah, they just don't want us hiding our money. They want to know everything. If we got some bread, they gonna eat. So here's the little thing on their website. We want to look at that. We'll go into biggest news of the day. The Ethereum merge is done, opening a new era for the second biggest blockchain. The massive overhaul known as Ethereum, known as the merge, has finally happened, moving the digital machinery at the core of the second largest cryptocurrency by market value to a vastly more energy efficient system after years of development and delay. There's no small feat swapping out one way of running a blockchain known as proof of work for another called proof of stake. Metaphor uses the idea of switching out an engine from a running car. So it looks like everything went smoothly. Ethereum should now consume 99.9% or so less energy. It's like Finland has suddenly shut off its power grid. Now there's going to be more. The miners are going to move to other Ethereum or ERC20 coins that are mineable, but it's not going to last as long. Actually, I don't know how long it'll last, but I don't think it's going to be a long-term viable option. But I could be wrong. The Ethereum developers say the upgrade will make the network, which houses a $60 billion ecosystem of cryptocurrency exchanges, lending companies, NFT marketplaces, and other apps, more secure and scalable too. The merge officially kicked in at 6:43 a.m. UTC. More than 41,000 people were tuned in on YouTube to an Ethereum mainnet merge viewing party. They watched with bated breath as key metrics trickled in, suggesting that Ethereum's core systems had remained intact. After about 15 long minutes, the merge officially finalized, meaning it could be declared a success. The price of ETH, whose current market value near 200 billion, makes it the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, which was largely flat after the merge. So this is going to be a hard one for the miners. Let's check the markets. See if anything fun changed. Getting a little bounce. Yeah, getting a little bounce. Is that lunacy? Yeah. But hopefully we won't get any big crazy issues with the merge or any bugs that pop up. If we do, keep you posted, let you know what to do. And also, if you have any of the ETHW, I don't even know where to look for it, but don't try and sell it. It's not going to be worth really anything. But that's really all I had on the agenda today. I got to get out of here for a work thing after lunch, so got to cut a little short. Thank y'all for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, great week. Appreciate y'all so much. Until next time, this is the Blockchain Report. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.